Hey everyone, my name is Cece Pagan. I am a private client freelance makeup artist. I am a Limelight Beauty Guide and licensed cosmetologist, and I wanted to talk to you about cleaning and sanitizing your brushes. You do want to do both. If you're the only one using your brushes, I suggest at least once a week to shampoo your brushes and a mild cleanser. You also would want to sanitize them at least once a month as a makeup artist, or if you have a makeup artist that you're working with, their brushes should be sanitized after every single use, cleansed and sanitized. So I have some here. They're all different sizes, shapes, price points. I have a few of these, so I really need to get them done, and just figured I'd show how to clean them while I did that. So the first thing that you want to do is you want to take a paper towel and make sure any excess makeup has been taken out of your brushes as much as possible, so that you don't use more makeup than necessary. I do find the brush cleaner that I'm using does get out oil-based makeup, not just powders and everything, really well. If you're using a different brush soap than what I'm using today, and all of your makeup is not coming out, you may want to use a cleanser that's made specifically for the heavier oil-based makeups. And you want to do that before you use your brush shampoo, just to make sure, again, all that excess is out. So I've done that. And then what I'm going to do is use a brush shampoo. And a brush shampoo really leaves it feeling nice. It conditions it as it cleans. The one that I'm using is by Limelight from Alcone, and it's called Come Clean. And it comes like this. It's hard, caked into this container. And it's made by London Brush Company, which is a very well-respected company within the makeup artist pro community. And so I'm really excited about that, because it's very hard to get the brush soap directly from London Brush Company, because they are continually sold out. So being able to bring you this one from that company, from Limelight, is really good, and it's exciting for me because now I can get my brush soap when I need it. So it's called Come Clean Brush and Sponge Shampoo. You can also use it for your sponges. Again, it's coconut oil, coconut water. There's some sea salt, palm oil. The sea salt will really help get in there, and tea tree oil for a little bit of disinfecting. It's vegan and cruelty-free. So what you want to do is take some lukewarm water. You never want to just take your brushes and soak them in anything. It'll ruin your bristles and the life of your brush. So I like to take some warm water, really lukewarm, not too warm. And it says to just wet your brushes, but with these soaps, I like to dampen the whole thing. I'm right in front of the sink. I know you can't see it, but you can hear it. Then I'm going to dampen my brush. And I'm going to take that and just wipe it in there. And you'll see the makeup all coming out. So you go back and forth according to the shape of the brush. And I'll do the other one. You can do any size, any shape, natural or synthetic. And you just get in there with that. Then I like to work it a little bit on my hand, just to make sure it's in there good, especially with the heavier makeup, with lipsticks, that type of thing. And then you're going to rinse. So again, I kind of run the water over my hands, and I take the brush and rub it in my hand as the water is going over it. You can use some of those silicone tools to help clean your brushes. They look like little, I want to say, well, I have one shaped like a little oven mitt, and it has some prongs on it. I want to say it's from Sigma Beauty or something like that, but it has little prongs, and it's texturized, has some bumps on it, and what you do is rub the brush over it, and it kind of gets on the inside of those bristles and really gets in there. So what I'm doing is rinsing it. Like I said, you never want to just put your brushes in water and let them soak. I do kind of run the whole thing, the whole brush underwater. And then you're going to take either a cloth towel or a paper towel. I wipe off the handle and then gently squeeze any excess water off the brush. And also what you can do while you do that is make sure that there's no excess makeup in there. You make sure that the makeup is clean. You don't want to touch it with your fingers at this point because you just cleansed your brush. So you want to shape it using the towel. If it's a huge fluffy brush, then what I do is while it's damp, again, I take it in the towel and I shape it. And then I hold it down like this and I go like that, and it kind of releases the bristles, get some air circulating through there. So after you take the excess water out, you're going to lay them on a flat surface. Pretend this is like countertop or cabinet top. You're going to lay them with your bristles hanging off. That's going to make sure that they don't get smushed, they keep their shape, air can circulate around them, and you can dry them without too much water sitting on the glue where the bristles are placed inside the brush. So once that is done, you want to take your brushes and spritz them with 70% ethyl alcohol. This is the sanitation portion. 70% ethyl, E-T-H-Y-L, alcohol, 70%, 70, not 90, not isopropyl alcohol. And there's a reason for that. You're just going to spray them like this, and then you're going to lay them once again flat on the surface with them hanging off, and you're going to let them dry. So there's absolutely a reason why I say to use 70% ethyl alcohol and not rubbing alcohol, not 90% ethyl, not 90% or 70% isopropyl alcohol, which is what you usually buy in the drugstore. So if you can't find ethyl alcohol in the drugstore, you want to go to a medical supply store or a beauty store. And that is because those other alcohols evaporate quickly before actually sanitizing, or they do not sanitize as well as ethyl. There are viruses and bacteria that isopropyl alcohol does not kill that the ethyl alcohol does. I do have a more in-depth article about the alcohol on my blog. My website is CiCiPagan, CiCiPagan.com, and you will see up in the menu that it says Beauty Notes. That is my blog. And you will see a little bit about the alcohol, along with listing the steps that I just gave you for cleaning your brushes. So if you want to follow me on Facebook, my business Facebook page is CiCiPagan Artistry. I'm also on Instagram as the same, CiCiPagan Artistry. And I am in two beauty groups, one the Beauty Warriors, and the other is Creams and Dreams. And Creams and Dreams is for my mature skin, 35 and older, along with specific Limelight products. The Beauty Warriors is not only skin and makeup, but hair also, and both are all demographics, all skin types, and really any age. But I like with the Creams and Dreams to focus on more mature beauty. So what do you do with the shampoo? After it has the makeup on it, you could just leave it. I have an issue with this, with the makeup being on it. So I like to just run it over water. I kind of run the top with my finger and make sure that my soap then is clean. And you'll see it comes right off with the rinse. And then I just take my paper towel and run over it just to make sure that it's not still damp. And then that is it. And you're all set to go. So like I said, I know a lot of people who just leave their brushes laying anywhere, even next to the toilet. Not cool, guys. So you really want to make sure your brushes are clean, you're putting it on your face. You work so hard to keep your skin good. Buy makeup that's quality makeup. And don't forget, if you're dipping into the makeup directly with the brush, that if the brush is dirty, your makeup is soiled too. So it's really important. And I hope that these steps were helpful and that you will start cleaning your brushes. Happy September. Take care, guys.